I am Brandon Bodman, a heavy equipment operator. Professional truck drivers are required by law to check their air brakes every day. Today I'm going to demonstrate the 4 tests required to ensure safe air brake operation. The tests are low pressure signal test, compressor test, a governor test, and a leak test. For the low pressure signal test, I'm going to start the truck. That beeping is the low pressure signal, and it should go off at about 60 psi, so I'm going to listen and wait and see when it turns off. Gone off about 60 psi. The low pressure signal is working. Next I'm going to do a compressor test. I need to watch the gauge and make sure that it builds from 85 psi to 100 psi in 45 seconds. I started my timer. I'm going to wait 45 seconds and make sure that it builds up to 100 psi. It is at 100 psi before 45 seconds, so the compressor test passed. It is working. Next, I'm going to perform the governor test. I'm going to watch at 125 psi. The governor needs to cut out. I'm going to depress the brakes to 100 psi where the governor should kick in. It is kicked out at 125 psi. The governor kicked on at 100 psi. That is the operational range. The governor test passed, and if it is not within that range, you do not operate the vehicle. Next, I'm going to perform the leak test. I'm going to turn off the truck. I'm going to chock the tires and depress the air brake and supply air in the system. I'm going to then time for 1 minute, and I should not have a 3 pound psi drop in 1 minute. I'm also going to walk around the truck. I'm going to walk around the truck and make sure that I do not physically hear any leaks. I'm waiting for my minute, and I'm going to recheck the PSI gauge and make sure that it has not dropped 3 PSI. There was no drop in PSI, therefore there was the acceptable range. The leak test passed. And also, every day you want to drain water and oil from the tanks. Those are my tests. Thank you.